Hello everyone, welcome to the www.myonlineedu.com's video tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to install WAMP server into your Windows PC. So what is WAMP? WAMP stands for Apache, MySQL and PHP bundle for Windows computers. So why do you need this? So basically you need a web server which is Apache here, and a programming language which is a PHP here, and a database which is a MySQL here for a complete website development purpose. So there is another product which is XAMP. So it stands for Apache, MySQL and PHP for Linux. That is also available for Windows PC. You can install that also. But WAMP is a very light and very easy to use for your development purpose. So just let us start with downloading the software first. So you have to visit the wampserver.com website, and then this website opens up, and if you are using a 32-bit computer, then scroll down and into the download section you comes to this particular part and choose the installation.exe file suitable for your PC. So if you are using a 64-bit, which is most of the PCs nowadays are, so you download this particular exe file, or if you are using the old 32-bit version of the Windows, you download this 32-bit version. So if I click over here, so you see over here there are what is this particular version contains. It will show you that it has a Apache of 2.4.23, PHP 5.6 version and MySQL 5.7 version. Okay, so once you click over here, you get the download direct link, which will take you to the sourceforge.net website for download. So download will automatically start, and so here you can save the file wherever you wanted. So I already have saved the file, so I am not going to waste my time install just saving the file over the internet. So this is my file I already have downloaded. So now I double click on that and install my WAMP server. So this is my firewall alert coming. So just excuse me, bother with just don't bother with these alerts. Click yes. Again apply to all alerts. Now the setup starts. So you click next. I accept the agreement. Remember one thing, it's better to install the WAMP into C WAMP. By the default, it will be defaulted as C drive, then WAMP folder. You click next. Do not change it. Okay, I want a desktop icon and then install. So it is installing the WAMP server into my C drive into my local machine, so that I can use this particular server to develop the websites into my local machine, instead of uploading the files into the the hosting and then trying testing it over the internet. So instead of doing that, even if I do not have internet, I can test my projects, test my web development activities into my local PC. So that is the biggest advantage of installing the server into your computer. So I'll pause the video until it finishes installing. Okay, so while the installation is installation is going on, basically it asks for default browser. So the selected explorer.exe doesn't matter. So I click open. So it started continuing, the installation. And okay, so here it is asking for the SMTP server. Keep it as localhost, no problem. Email, just give your email, and then so here I have given a valid email ID, which is support@MyOnlineEdu.com, and then I want to launch the WAMP server to now. So I am click the finish. So it is launched. The WAMP manager is launched. Yes, I want to allow PHP. So you see this little red icon over here. So this is the WAMP server. So when it turns to green, so that means that your WAMP server is on. So basically it will turn from red to orange and then orange to green. So that part is basically green means it is on. So how do you know that it is on? You just go to your browser and click localhost, and if this page opens up, so that means your WAMP server is working perfectly. So as you can see here, in this WAMP server, you have these particular things, that the Apache version that is installed, the PHP version it has installed, and the the loaded extensions for the PHP, and also you can use your PHP MyAdmin from here. So you have the default databases installed into here. So basically the localhost, if it comes up, so that means your WAMP server has been installed correctly, and you can use the WAMP server for your development purpose. Now, what happens sometimes if your WAMP server doesn't turn into green? So in that case, first issue that you can see some DLL error. If it throws up, don't worry about that. What you have to do is you have to download the Microsoft Visual C++ redistributable packages. So WAMP is basically dependent on that. So you just search over the search in the Google that Microsoft Visual C++ 2010 distributable package, and then you come over here and then download it. So I already have downloaded. Better to install both the 32 and the 64-bit version of 2008 and 2010 and 2011, just in case, to make sure that you do not face that DLL issue. So once you install the redistributable packages from Microsoft Visual C++, again you restart your all services, and then if the WAMP doesn't start, some computer it doesn't start. So what you have to do is, here come to Apache, come to services, you will see here the start icon. Since it is running, so it is deactive in my case. So in your case, what you have to do is, first you have to test your port 80. So once you test your port 80, then you start Apache. So this is the thing that first time you have to do if it does not turn into green from orange automatically. So remember this thing. First you test the port 80, and then you start the Apache servers. So that is the troubleshooting part I explained to you, because I have seen these are the issues sometimes can pop up. So now what to do is, I'll go to the C drive here where the WAMP is installed. So you see this www part. So basically when you put the localhost over here into your browser, what it does is it comes into this particular index.php file. So do not remove this file, because this is your localhost. Okay, and then what you can do is you can create your own folder. let's say MyOnlineEdu dot demo. This is the folder name, and there I can create my own PHP file which will be index.php. I'm just opening the PHP file, and will be writing my first PHP code. And semicolon ends the index.php. So now what happens if I go over here and give my slash MyOnlineEdu demo? You see that my PHP file that I just created now has been called. So which means that my everything is working fine. Now I can start developing my website under this folder the way that I want. But what happens if you do not want your website to be resided into this particular www folder? So if you want your website to be into another folder, let's say F folder or D drive or E drive, and to your custom folder, what you have to do is you have to set up the virtual host, which I will show you into our next video tutorial. Thank you for watching this one, and stay tuned and watch our next video tutorial, which will show you how to set up the virtual host into WAMP. Thank you.